right? This is where a hybrid kind of shines. But okay, it's not crazy terrain, but you got tires that can handle it, right? Because 25mm road tires will pop on this. Ask me how I know. Right? So he's doing 49. Let's put it in, see how fast I'm going to go. 14. That's not a bad cruise speed. 15. Can it hit 16? Ah, 16, yeah. So, like I said, this thing cruises at 16 kilometers an hour. Oop, I missed my driveway. I wasn't going to try to short the driveway there because the thing is I can't hear what's coming up behind me, so. Yeah, like that car there, I can't hear him, so I'd rather see what's coming at me. Even if it's not fully legal, I'd rather do this. Just rather do this. Especially when I only got one brake. Remember, this is a 90s, well, right here we're in a 50 zone, so it's not so bad, but when you get into the 90 zone, I don't know if you saw that or not. He was like, woo, with his hat. But, the nicest guy you'd ever meet there, Robert. But anyway, what was I going to say? Yeah, like the average speed of a bike varies from bike to bike, right? The thing about this is it has taller wheels. So like this guy's coming here. Even though I have the right of way to be on the road, and people could just freaking go around, right? I don't have that mentality. I don't have that city cyclist mentality. I don't. Why? Law of tonnage. So law of tonnage dictates the 130,000 pound truck fully loaded with logs gets right away. Fair or not. You know, even if I have right away. Why? Because I'll be like a bug on the windscreen, you know what I mean? So for me, that's not really what I'm after. You know, I just want to enjoy the day. So a hybrid bike, I do believe, might be in my future just because of my age. You know, 51, 52. I'm in my 50s. And the thing about that is that my body doesn't recover like it did when I was in my 20s, right? I do love the simplicity of this thing. No back brake, so I'm gonna, especially when you're on soft stuff, your back brake's your best friend, right? That bridge, before they replaced this years ago when I was a kid, I was going across it on a road bike, and both tires went right in between the big logs, and it stopped dead. I went, ugh, pulled every muscle in my back there. Oh my god, it was so sore. Yeah, I'll go down this way. I haven't seen my buddy Ricky in a while. Apparently he's selling the place. Well, it's his mom that owns it, but yeah. Better. Yeah, so I think I'm too far forward. I think I need to bring the seat back and up just a little. But this is way better than what it was. Like if I had to ride with this all day, my knee'd get cramped because, you know, like the idea is to think, you got to think of this thing like a lazy boy, right? You know, low and slow. But I mean, if you're cruising with the bigger tires at 16 kilometers an hour, and you don't go much faster than that, but you can maintain that. You know, you could do a 100K day, no problem, and the 100-mile day, which is 160 kilometers, you probably go 10 hours on this. Now, depending on the road train, you know, and if you're slowing down like this, you get on rougher surfaces, you get like no glide and everything like that. I wonder if the poor silver pellet is on there, all crushed up. Hope not, but Yeah, I'm still waiting for them to come and get my other trucks. I got to get that all dealt with, and never enough hours in the day, and just, you know, you get so busy you just can't get any of your home projects done. But yeah, it was right here where the road really washed out. So anyway, yeah, so I was looking at hybrids. Wow, look at the size of that turtle. He's huge. Big snapping turtle there. Gotta be careful this time of year. There's a lot of turtles laying their eggs. Alright, so I think that's enough of the road damage with the big road bertha. Yeah, I want to go take a look at that turtle. See if we can see him. Oh yeah. I keep taking for granted that this thing doesn't have two brakes. It only has one. Ah, I jumped. Well, he wasn't supposed to do that. He was supposed to just stay there. He had to be about that size, though. Big old snapping turtle. Mud turtle or snapping turtle? It might have been a mud turtle. He did look a little bit more green than brown, so. Green, green is pettable. You might lose a finger. Brown, you will lose a hand. If you can't tell the difference between a mud turtle and a snapping turtle, yeah, the snapping turtles, they don't put up with anything. There's some big ones around here too. But anyway, yeah, so hybrid bike, that's like the ultimate, where you can ride upright like this, but much faster, sleeker tires on a much lighter bike. Like this bike, if it weighed half the weight, you don't lose all your speed on the hills or when it gets windy like this. The two biggest things that get you is wind, which, you know, drag that stuff, right? And, you know, weight. Coming down the hills, this thing's like a freight train coming down. Mine just kind of, like, I don't know at what point the speed wobble kicks in on this, because there's not much of a dihedral on this thing. Like this thing, like kind of like zero turn radius, right? With really light steering on the bars. So yeah, that could get that could get sketchy and scary pretty fast. But yeah, so a couple more adjustments on the seat. If there's like a 10K run or something like that in the next couple of weeks, gear down, I'd take this on a 10K run. People laugh at me, but I'd do it. There's no problem doing a 10K run on this. That's neighboring town, basically get to work. And a lot of these like 100K, 10K runs, like when I was younger, like 100 kilometers in a day was not on my road bikes. Like I said, I had a really fast Peugeot. That thing was nuts. It was insanely fast. It was meant for somebody that was much bigger. It wasn't a proper fitted bike. It was just a bike I ended up getting very cheaply, and the guy just threw it out, like, kind of thing. So I had to put a couple of parts on it, but other than that, you know, it was fast. It was scary fast. Like, I went through came down the Gatineau Hills on that sucker from the Champlain Lookout. And if you ever come down that, do you guys remember a while back on this channel when I had my motorcycle and the look for the Champlain Lookout, and I was coming down the hill, and there was this guy just giving her, he was doing 70, almost 80 kilometers, like he was doing 78. I remember yelling to him 78, and I hear him go, yeah! His girlfriend was a little slower behind him, but she was probably doing 60 something kilometers an hour, you know, over 40, you know, between 40 and 50 miles per hour coming down. It's 10 kilometers, right? But it's all hill. And anyway, we're coming down, and it's like he gets to the bottom. I said, dude, you were going this fast. I was like, I could hear the wheel bearings just go really. I didn't know if he was going to make it or die, right? But so it was kind of like one of those things, right? And anyway, he he gets to the bottom. I talked to him and his girlfriend or wife or whatever for about 5 minutes. This guy was so hyped. It was like, I can't believe I was going that fast. I said I could hear the wheel bearings. I was just like, I hope he greased those suckers up good before he did that. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, so you can get going fast. And I used to come down there like a rocket ship. It was scary on the corners, like Tour de France scary, right? And, you know, more bravery than brains, I guess you